I'm going to be losing lane and gold to teach you how to play from behind and how to come back in games. In case you're wondering who I am Espinal Shori. I was the former rank 1 Ahri on NA about 2 years ago. I've been challenger every single season since season 4 on EU West, Korea, and NA. And I've coached professionally for about 6 years. From anywhere from Iron to pro play. Looks like my my team is dying here level 1. That's always a banger. If you are an Iron player, or you just have questions for me, please go ahead and join the Discord. I am doing a coaching session giveaway for an Iron player. It's going to be a week long. So go ahead and check that out. And if you want to get coaching, link in the description and check that out as well. But I have gotten a lot of requests to lose lane to teach you guys how to actually play from behind. You guys know the rules. I'm not going to be doing anything crazy mechanically. I'm just going to be sitting back, doing nothing, losing lane, probably going to die solo like 3 or 4 times to show how to actually come back from behind by playing smart with waves and how to navigate the mid game. Now, obviously, early I'm not going to die. I'm just going to sit back and play for CS. Generally speaking, when you're playing Ahri, you can very easily harass these sorts of champions. Let me actually show you how to play the first 2 waves correctly, just so I can give you some sort of information on how to navigate this matchup, because this is a matchup I've been asked to cover quite a lot. Level 1, you can beat the Akali. Proc your electrocute if you can, and then back off. Understand that if she ever gets on top of you and you miss space, you are losing. So sometimes if she steps up like that, you just have to step back and then slap her when she turns around. E level 2 is very useful in these matchups. Gonna just slap her a little bit here as well. And you can just keep proccing electrocute on her and then slow stack the wave. The goal is hit her a lot and make her bleed health so she can't very easily trade with you. There I missed a charm. It's okay if you miss your spells to just completely back off, because Akali has quite long cooldowns as well. So you can see she has her W on cooldown, means I'm not really gonna have to be that scared of her. So oh wow, this game is rough. Everyone is losing, it looks like. Okay, we're in for a game. When should I get solo killed? Maybe level 4 or something like that. And here I'll just step back and play very patiently again, play for my last hits. You'll notice that's something I do a lot. I just play for last hits, and then when I have a timer where I don't need to last hits, well, that's when I go trade with the Akali. Here I'm just going to charm, because I know she doesn't have spells, so I can get a quick electrocute proc. And now she's starting to get harassed out quite heavily, and her wave is in a bit of an awkward spot. At this point, she's going to struggle walking up and hitting minions because it's on my side of the lane, right? The wave is on my side, so she's going to have to resort to using spells on the wave, which means, well, now she's on cooldown, so now I can trade with her without having to be worried about her trading back with me. That is the beauty of Ahri. You get to force people to use spells on the wave, and then you can trade with them because, well, they use spells on the wave. So here as well, she used spells on the wave, I can walk up and slap her. If she takes this E, I can very easily charm her out of it. So that's something you need to be comfortable doing as well. Be comfortable charming Akali out of her E. Okay, now you want to make her life miserable under tower, but it's important that you're playing safely while you do so. I actually haven't warded the side of the lane, so it was quite lucky that I was hovering bot side and Zed was top side. I could have easily died on the gank there. Okay, should I die here? Should I get solo killed? Maybe it makes sense. I only have 1 potion. Did I pop 1? I'm kind of losing track. Okay, I think makes sense. People can die easily around level 4, so let's just die here. Yep, that's okay. I mean, realistically speaking, I can probably outplay this, but I will just die, just for the point. Why did you go ahead and die as well, man? That wasn't the intention, because now she's quite far behind, because she's bleeding a lot of minions. It's okay. I think run back to lane, immediately die, and then Akali will be ahead. And then I have to play an awkward situation at level 6. And probably die there as well. And then we're 1 and 3 and Akali is going to be up like 1 or 2 levels. I think that's pretty reasonable as a framework to come from behind. Because my team is also losing. But here, teleporting back would have been good. You actually just want to continue playing the exact same way, where you're harassing the Akali and then stepping back and waiting for your cooldowns to come back. Here, you'll notice I'm stepping very far back because I have my spells on cooldown. So I can't really hit her. Now I have my spells up again, so I can look to fish with these Qs. But you can look like, you can just harass the Akali so much. Now here, I am going to die. I'm going to step in and then tank an E to the forehead from her, and she should be able to kill me. I don't know if she's recognizing it. I want to show you that you can easily charm her out of that as well, though. Maybe I just die under tower. That's okay, too. Sure, let's just die under tower. That's all good. Oh no, I tanked the tower shot. Oh no, I missed my charm. Are you gonna kill me? Brother, I am dead. You can flash on me, you can do whatever. Thank you. Jesus. Bleeding some minions here. I don't know why she's not immediately pushing out the wave. She absolutely should. This is how she's gonna deny me resources. She decided to go for a ward instead. No real reason for that. I think I'm gonna teleport mid lane and then die at level 6, and then we're okay. Then we're cooking. Then we're playing the game. She's gonna take her base here. That's okay. I'm just gonna push out the wave. She's gonna come back. I'm gonna die, and then we have a game on our hands. Oh, she's not gonna base. Okay, I don't mind dying here either then. Hello? Okay, she does not want to slap me. Yeah, you can take that all in. You can ult on me. Yep. Now, realistically speaking, I can ult to survive this, but I'm trying to make a point here, so let's just get solo killed. That's okay. Sure. Oh, it would be even better if my Lee Sin dies too. Then she's even further ahead. Okay, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Okay, first of all, let's take stock of this game. What are we realistically building this game? I think Malignance is not bad. The enemy team comp is not necessarily playing slowly. Everyone on the enemy team is going in very heavily, right? There's a lot of dive. So fights are going to be played quite quickly. It's all going to be about, can they one-shot us or can they not one-shot us? And if they can, we lose. And if they can't, then we win. So a build like Malignance is great. Blackfire Torch is not necessary. Because fights are not going to go long. Okay, now we're going to switch the playstyle. And we're going to be actually trying to win. So I'm going to queue from range. And wait, I'm just going to play for push. I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'm going to play for push and then trade with her when she's wasting spells. Looks like there's funny stuff happening in our jungle. So let me walk over here. Maybe Zed's taking our blue. He is. Can I kill him? No, he just takes 6. Probably not then. If he wasn't 6 there, I think I murder him. Let's just return back to the lane. There's no good roams from what I can see. Ping my bot lane back because Zed is probably running down there and he has ult. Now, I don't have my breakpoint for actually one-shotting the wave, so we have to be a little bit careful. But we can't just step up, Q, W, and then run back and be a bit patient. And now we want to get back out onto the map. So now I want to go clear this pink ward. I can't realistically roam bot lane here because they're going to see me. I'm running on a ward. So instead, I'm just going to take the pink ward and come back to mid lane. Now this is going to give me... Looks like she wants to do something here. This is going to give me a better roam next time I go. I'm going to just auto these minions. She's kind of letting me get away with whatever I want to get away with. So that's fun. Okay, there we go. She's trading. She did waste spells, though, so let's walk up again. Cue the wave. She now has W on cooldown. She looks like she's posturing to ult on me, but I am denying her a ton of minions here. Charm from max range, then Q and run away. We can keep trying to push the wave. She probably wants to roam here. She just warded topside. Shove out the wave. Step back when our spells are on cooldown. Very important. It might look like I'm super far ahead of her, but if my spells are on cooldown, I'm useless. I can't just take my base here and look for my Blasting Wand. Blasting Wand plus Lost Chapter gives you a massive breakpoint on Ahri where you can actually one-shot the caster minions regardless of your level. And I'm also going to just pick up a Dark Seal because I love picking up Dark Seal whenever I have money for it. And I can't buy anything else. Okay, looks like Akali is also basing. We want to start getting out onto the map because my team is losing. Oh, I'm here if you want to fight this. Okay, she's going to walk through here. I don't think there's anything I can realistically do to punish it. She has tier 2 boots as well. It's going to make this game a bit more awkward for me because she can space a lot more easily. But I can't just push out the wave like this and space away from her. She wasted her spells. She probably wants the W to look for a trade here. She is barely dodging everything. I'm not going to look for a roam here because I need to fully push out the wave, right? And this wave is quite near, so... She missed the cannon, which is nice, though. So we're just going to shove out the wave, back off. Play opposite side of the lane from her. Q, and then leave. Top lane is looking quite low. Let's see if we can get a roam off up here. This is probably warded on 8 different occasions, but we're still going to see if we can make something happen up here, just because I'm not going to lose anything for going. Is he dying here? Yeah, he is. That's okay. I get a kill here. I don't think I need to ult, even. Maybe I do. Nah, he's running in a straight line. Realistically speaking, what should happen here is I should punish, or keep pushing top. That's crazy. Don't take it. You don't want to take it, bro. Mischarm. That's okay. She doesn't kill me here. Where's Gwen going? Oh, Gwen CP'd bot lane. Missing charm there kind of sucks. Okay, I'll just take my base. That's fine. Akali wasted ult. Oh, well, she didn't waste ult, but she went top lane, roamed with her ult, and got nothing. So that's good for me. Problem being that Gwen ran bot lane here and didn't get anything either. I'm just going to run straight back to mid lane here. Oh, going top lane here doesn't seem bad either. What should realistically happen here is I go top lane, my bot lane goes mid, and my Gwen goes bot, and then we're kind of swapping around. But what's going to happen is Akali's going to stay top, and she's going to be able to schnack on a lot of plates. I don't think we can realistically do a lot about it. Slap the Zed a little bit here. Not necessarily because I have any intention of killing him, but just because I want to slap him a little bit. Now, Malphite and Zed could be trapping here, so I have to be a little bit ready with that. Maybe I can take a plate. Okay, Akali is mid. Zed's running through. I had a feeling that he would be around here. Maybe I can slap him with a little bit of poke here. Oh, he might be dead to the red buff. There we go. Now I don't have my charm, so I need to be a bit careful. Again, I don't have spells, and Akali is doing stuff. What is she doing here, though? No, don't. Just let me push out. I don't have ult. I don't want to do anything. Just let me push the waves, and then slap the Akali. Now, she probably wants to slap me back. That's okay. Wasted her spells, so I will slap her for that. I would like to get this plate as well. There we go. I can Q her from range. She has to use her spells on the wave. It's the beauty of Ahri. You force the enemy laner to use spells on the wave, and then you can trade with them. Bot looks very, very killable here, so I'm going to run down. Very likely that this dive is going to be completely botched, so maybe I can do something. Okay, the dive works out. That's fine. I'm just going to run back to mid lane then. Akali is probably basing, and you could argue that if I stayed mid lane, then I'd be able to take plates on Akali's base. That is correct. My roam here was arguably bad. I just evaluated that I was probably needed on the roam there. I'd prefer that you don't try to fight this, just because our bot lane is in base. Fish with charms, miss every single spell. It's okay. Throw out your spells, and then run away when they're on cooldown. That's okay. Be patient. When you don't have spells, that's when you can die. Throw out spells, run away. I think she got that. Yeah, that sucks. And then now I have priority. So now we're going to move into the river. I don't think I can really make a lot of progress in the isolated 1v1. Now you'll notice, I don't think there's any good roams to be had here. So I'm just sitting around mid lane in this bush, trying to wait for an Akali face check. I think this is terrible, by the way. I think we should not fight this, like at all. I don't even think a little bit of us should fight this. Because what do we do if Zed's there as well? Then we just die. Push out the mid wave again. Maybe I can go clear this pink. I would love to see where Leona is. Okay, I see her. That means she's not in this bush, so I can safely face check. And then just grab the pink. Now, the enemy bot lane has to be worried about me running down river here. I'm not actually doing it, but they have to consider the fact that I might. And so does Akali. So she wastes her E. That's okay. I'm just going to push out the wave. Again, the name of the game, push the waves. Q, run away. How's bot lane looking? I think bot lane looks somewhat killable. I want to do something. My concern being that top lane is going to die here. But I think I have a good roam here. We're moving behind the enemy bot lane. We should fight this for sure. I think I have to ult the wall. Oh, I didn't ult the wall correctly. This might get a bit rough then. Oy, 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 oy. Leona can die though. Flash. Samira can die as well. Okay, nice. They're all dead. That was very poorly played by me. Like, I will admit, completely horribly played mechanically. I wanted to... well, first of all, I wanted to ult this to get there faster, and then I just missed it. Then I wanted to flash behind the Leona so that I could hit Leona with my Q and save my charm for the Samira. We're going to be running Crit Bloom this game. The reason being is I have quite a bit of magic damage on my team. Gwen is a magic damage champion. Kog'Maw does quite a lot of magic damage as well. And the enemy team is very likely to be stacking magic resist, which means magic penetration is very valuable, which means Crit Bloom second is great. And you can see our bot lane is kind of getting back into the game. I'm back in the game. The Akali hasn't really managed to do that much with her advantage. She's kind of scared of trying to trade with me, which I understand because I am spacing her out, right? Like, I'm running back. I'm moving to the opposite side of her and just making sure she can never hit me. I'm throwing spells on the wave and then making sure she can never hit me. And then, well, then she has to choose, right? Am I going to be pushed in and just sit under tower? Or am I going to try to fight the Ahri, in which case I'm running away because my spells are on cooldown. I constantly preach this, right? Run away when your spells are on cooldown. And then she's going to get pushed in and I have priority. Or is she going to use spells on the wave, in which case I can punish her? Making a bit of a mistake here. I could ult. Maybe. Is she murdering me here? I don't think so. That was like just with her ult and no spells, she did that much damage. I have to take my base here because the enemy has Zed, so he can kill me very easily. So I'm just going to run away and base. But this is the idea. Like, you fake roam, and then you can chunk someone when they face check into you, and then they get a very awkward spot in the lane, right? I'm kind of worried. My Gwen got solo killed by Malphite. This is like the most daunting game ever on Ahri. Why? Because enemy team has a Malphite Leona. And Ahri sucks at dealing with tanks. Like, you do not deal damage to frontline, so you need to get your teammates ahead so they can do it for you. Someone is TPing bot lane here. That's a Kali. So I'm just going to stay mid lane and slap the tower. I don't think I make it to this bot lane fight in time regardless, so I might as well punish the fact that Akali is roaming and just take a mid tower. Oh, she doesn't die. That sucks. Maybe I run top lane here. If they use Herald, I'll have to run top lane. Looks like they're not using Herald, so that's nice. Yeah, he didn't use it, though. I know he has it, but he's not using it. Can you go cancel them, maybe? No. Okay. You're too slow. That's fine. I'll just pink ward here. Push out another wave. And then we can start thinking about how we can keep snowballing this game. But you'll notice, we're 10 CS per minute. We're back to 10 CS per minute, despite the fact that we died 3 times in lane. You can get high CS numbers even if you die. Just push out waves and call it a day. I want to sweep this area. I want to do everything in my power to avoid this Malphite. So I want to sweep this. Zed's probably going to face check into me here. That sucks that it was Malphite. Slap him a little bit and run away. Yeah, I can't kill the Malphite. I could try to take Zed ult here. I missed. That sucks. I'm okay fishing for that. If I hit, it's great. If I don't, well, then I don't have my ult for a little bit. That's okay. My Kog'Maw is split pushing top lane. I'm kind of confused about that entire situation. Did they ward here? Did they? No, they did not. Okay, so I can potentially chunk out the Akali or someone. Okay, well, they have vision on me here and I don't have ult. Like, this is a terrible, terrible situation. Like, we should just not fight this. We should just give it. Like, our Kog'Maw is top lane. What can we realistically do? I'll go take the mid wave here. Because the enemy team then can't take mid tower after Drake. Because Kog'Maw is still just top lane. Like, there's nothing we can do. If Kog'Maw wants to run top lane, then he will run top lane. And then we're not fighting a 4v5. If I hit the set with my charm there, different story. Because then if we one-shot the set, we have a 4v4 in our hands. But, I mean, if Kog'Maw is splitting, then... what can be done, right? Like, what can be done? I'm not killing the Malphite. I'm not killing the Leona. So... maybe I can save my Lee Sin here? Ah, well, everything was blocked. That sucks. I don't think she kills me. Could play this a bit slowly. Bad charm, bad ult. Ah, we bleed on mid tower as well. Why is everyone running bot lane? Guys, can we be in the side lane? Oh, you're fighting while I'm going mid. Not great. Yeah, I need to go cover top lane here as well as the problem. Because otherwise Malphite's going to murder these towers. So I'm collecting mid wave here. My bot lane, I have a sneaking suspicion they're all going to die. Now I'm going to run top lane to collect the wave up here. So Malphite doesn't get to take a free tier 2. My concern being that I think he can just straight up dive me. So we need to be a little bit worried about that. Potentially need to flash his ult. I'm just going to slap the wave and then try to charm him. Okay, he doesn't seem to think he can dive me, which is great. Can I base here? When is the next wave? I don't have any minions on the map, so I can't actually tell when the next wave is. So how do we win from this point? Do I run bot lane here? Atakan is up. Gwen matches Malphite. I think I can murder the Malphite 1v1. It just takes a lot of rotation. Can you stop running bot? Just go mid, man. Okay, I guess I'll go mid. Yeah, I didn't want the side lane anyway. He does have 2 items, so if he can get uptime and survive in fights, he'll do well. The problem is Samira is unkillable for me. Akali is a hard target. Zed can dodge my spells. And Malphite is unkillable for me as well. They could be doing Atakan here. In which case, well, what can we realistically do about that? They could also just be on our blue buff. I mean, if they're on this, then what do we do? Right? Like, can we do anything? I mean, I'll face check into it. Okay, Akali's TPing mid. Zed's not there. So they're not on Atakan, is the conclusion. Zed will cross through. Oh, maybe we can fight here. This seems like not a bad fight. Murder the Leona first. Get over the wall. Nice. Can I save my cog? Absolutely not. Okay. Can I save my Brawn? Absolutely not either. I don't think I die here, realistically speaking. Move away. Slap the Akali. Okay, they greeted very hard. Did my Gwen do anything there? No, she didn't. Okay, that sucks. Take my base here. Probably TP mid lane and just push out the wave to try to generate some sort of gold. I'm glad the enemy team overdove, but this game is really rough. It's a tough team composition for Ahri to deal with, and my teammates are useless, and the players that I need to be ahead on my team are not ahead. So it's going to be a rough one. Push out mid lane here, probably run through bot. We're doing Atakan, so I don't actually need to hit the Atakan, I just need to stop the enemy team from contesting Atakan. So I'm just going to run down here and see if I can catch the Samira. Okay, she dies. Okay, she's dead. Awesome. My Gwen is probably gonna catch bot wave here, I would hope. Maybe I can catch the Zed running around here. That would be great. Maybe he will walk up on the mid wave. Looks like he's not. I do want to take my base as well, because I do have death cap. Okay. Is there someone else here? Or am I just gonna run? Is there a Malphite over the wall or something? Okay. So they have wards. I mean, the problem being that my Kog'Maw refuses to let me go side lane. My Kog'Maw has decided he is a side laning champion, which is making the game miserable for me. Because it means the enemy team always has vision on me, because I have to be the one collecting mid waves. And Ahri, as a champion, wants to be in fog, because that's where she can be scary, right? Looks like Drake is spawning. I have 3 items. I can die very easily. Hourglass looks very, very good this game. I can Hourglass a Malphite ult. I can Hourglass a Zed ult. I can Hourglass an Akali combo. So that looks awesome. I just want to catch this top wave and then probably run down into mid. The reason being is I want to be on the mid wave to create picks. I also do want to slap the Malphite if at all possible. I deal true damage, so I deal quite a lot of damage to him. I mean, top lane doesn't matter here. I have to run mid, unfortunately. But looks like we've already killed ourselves. Is this fight over? Yes, this fight is very over. Huh? Yeah, what do you want me to do, bro? Like, why am I being pinged? You went in and killed yourself. That's not my fault. Can maybe kill the Leona here. Nice. Take his flash. I don't think he dies. Top waves are gonna bleed. Looks like my Kog'Maw does not want a base, so I have to take my base now. We're losing a top tower here. Not a whole lot we can do about that. Could maybe actually take a mid tower in response. That would probably be the correct play there. But I'm just going to run top lane, collect the waves, push out another wave, and then run down to Drake again. My ult is almost up already, so that's awesome. Don't ping Drake. Just wait and let Kog'Maw base, and then we can take a 5v5 with your strongest member in the game. Push out another top wave. This is going to force someone to come up here and defend it. And then I can run down through mid lane and look for a pick on the mid wave. But my teammates are fighting a lot without me, which is very annoying, right? Like, these fights should be extremely easy to take if we just wait for me to have pressure in side lane. Because now someone on the enemy team has to run up and try to defend this, because they don't know if I'm potentially going for the play, right? And I can open through mid lane and I can look for picks. So you can go on her at any time. Okay, I would have liked for you to try to commit to her, but I guess I'm just opening through mid here. Run down. Looks like there's a fight here. Do I know where Malphite is? I see Malphite. We can potentially kill the Leona. I think my Lee Sin. Oh, good kick, to be honest. Can we just kill the Leona? I don't mind ulting for a support. It's okay to ult for a support. Especially if you have anyone else that you can hit with the ult. So like the Akali here. Can almost... Is she dead? She's very close, I think. Nice, she dies as well. Let's go down to the fight. Malphite still has ult, so we need to be aware of that. Need to not group up too much. But I don't think they really have damage. Okay, so what's the play here? What do we want to do? No one wants to go bot lane, so I'll run bot lane. What do you mean, Baron? Like, no. Absolutely not. We're not Baroning. Sounds terrible. I'm gonna run bot lane, push out the wave, and then look for my base. I wanted my Gwen to go bot lane because if Gwen ends up on the bot side of the map, it's going to be quite annoying for the enemy team to deal with. And I can create a lot of pressure on the top side of the map. But if my Gwen refuses to open through bot side, then that's okay. I'll just go push it out. And now that's hopefully going to force someone in the enemy team to come down and defend this bot side, which means that we gain tempo on the map. I might have to teleport up here if my teammates decide that they're going to go kill themselves. But so, you mean to tell me why Gwen has not completed an item? Are we fighting this? I would really prefer to not fight this. Like, just leave. Okay, we're fighting this. Okay, man. I will TP in then. Okay, buddy. This fight seems terrible. Maybe we can kill the Malphite? Yeah, I mean, I'm just dead, aren't I? No, I'm not. Play it slow. Okay. I mean, it kind of worked out. Can you hit this guy, maybe? No. Okay, I don't know how that worked, by the way. Like, I have absolutely no idea how that worked. Like, zero idea how this worked out. It should not have worked out. It was a 4v4 or 4v5 with, like, all of our champions having a lot of gold except for me. Like, I do not know how that worked. I'm gonna go push out top lane and then take control over the enemy topside jungle. If we want to do Baron, then I can now perfectly trap and make it very miserable for the enemy team to contest. Remember, my job is not to deal damage to the Baron. My job is to make it very, very annoying for the enemy team to try to contest the Baron. So whoever can you just go Baron? Like, I have to stop them. You do not have to stop them. So I have to make it annoying for the Akali to contest, right? So I can chunk her out. Then I can ult here and she probably just dies. Are you gonna ult? Charm? Perfectly. No problem. We all know how to do that, right? Malphite is on the bot side here, so I'm not too excited to move into it. Oh, you did not want to commit. Well, I don't have spells here, so I have to be a bit careful. I have Hourglass. I can bait this pretty easily. She does not have her spell. I'll just Hourglass here. Make sure that she can't get any rotations off on me. That should be the game, maybe. Akali is up again. Did she not die? She did. Did she? Did she survive? Did she survive? She must have survived. How did she survive? She had 1 health and my Kog'Maw was in her face. Huh? But we should be able to end the game here. And what a game. What a game. What a game for sure. I felt like everyone was useless. I felt like I was the only champion doing anything. Like, everyone felt so useless. I don't have mana for ult here, so that's a bit of a concern. But man, everyone else felt useless this game. Jesus, what a game, what a game. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know if you did. That was an interesting game. Let me know if you have any specific matchups you want to see as well. Just write it down in a comment. I want to see damage dealt this game. Because that felt... Like, I'm sure Kog'Maw has high damage because it's a dive composition against the Kog'Maw, so he should be able to deal a lot of damage. Yeah, but I had more somehow, despite the fact that we have a lot of magic damage. In case you're wondering why I went Crypt Bloom, Merc Treads here, Unending Despair here, and Hollow Radiance here. Locket here with Null Magic Mantle. This guy should have, realistically speaking, had Mercs. This guy should have had Mercs. This guy could have bought Mercs as well. I don't know why they were so fixated on Ninja Tabai when, like, Lee Sin and Kog'Maw are the only two 80 damage dealers. In case you're wondering about Kog'Maw magic damage, it's almost a 50-50 split between magic and physical. So he's very, very heavily leaning towards magic damage, right? Which is why I count him as half a magic damage champion. So I essentially have 3.5 magic damage dealers on my team, being Gwen, me, Kog'Maw, and Braum. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Have a good one. See ya. Bye, 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 bye.